So today we are changing these windows on. So let's go. No. Windows 2000. Windows 2000. Windows ME Millennium Edition. Windows Wiltshire. Windows XP. Windows Server 2003. Windows Longhorn. Windows Vista. Windows 7. Windows 8. Windows 10. Windows 11 X. You're gonna see it. This one.
I just want the budgeting app.
What? How?
Phase 44. Look, it pulls our expenses into one place and breaks down.
Welcome to the channel. Today,
Yeah, we're
we're
gonna skip.
taking a trip down memory. Buckle up and get ready for a sonic journey through Windows versions. Windows 3.1.
Windows
Our
3.1.
journey begins with Windows 3.1, launched
This
in
is
1992.
3.1.
This was a pivotal moment in personal computing, marking one of the first appearances of a startup sound in Windows history. The sound itself was simple, a brief high-pitched chime that might seem modest today, but it set the foundation for what was to come. Windows 95.
Windows 95.
Let's move on with the iconic Windows 95 sound. Released in 1995, this startup sound is one of the most memorable for many users. It featured an optimistic tone and was a little symphony that would become the standard of the time. The sound design of Windows 95 was simpler and didn't yet focus on the complex effects we'll see in later versions. Windows NT 4.0.
Windows NT 4.0.
Next up, we have Windows NT 4.0, which was released in 1996. This version was primarily designed for business use, but it didn't skip out on giving us a distinct sound experience. The startup sound was professional and straightforward, matching the operating system's focus on stability and performance for work environments. Though less widely known than other versions, the NT 4.0 sound played a key role in shaping the auditory identity of Windows during this era. Windows 98.
Windows 98.
launched in 1998. This version refined the startup sound introduced by its predecessor, offering a more polished and direct melody. The sound was short but impactful, reflecting the operating system's increasing reliability and user-friendly interface. It captured the essence of late 90s technology, marking the evolution of Windows
Sorry
sound.
if I got your point.
Windows Me and Windows 2000.
Windows Me and 2000.
Next, we have Windows Me and Windows 2000, both released in the year 2000. Although these two versions were designed for different audiences, Windows Me for home users and Windows 2000 for business environments, they shared the same startup sound. This sound was more refined and slightly more complex than its predecessors, symbolizing a new era for Windows as it entered the new millennium. Windows XP.
Windows XP. Yeah.
Now, we reach Windows XP, launched in 2001, a version that brought one of the most iconic startup sounds in Windows history. This sound was bright and cheerful, perfectly reflecting the user-friendly and reliable nature of the operating system. It became instantly recognizable and is still remembered fondly by many as the welcoming chime that marked the beginning of a new era in personal computing. Windows Vista and Windows 7.
Windows Vista and Windows 7.
With Windows Vista arriving in 2007, the startup sound became more sophisticated and immersive. Vista was the first to introduce a new approach to sound design, with a more futuristic and less intrusive tone. When Windows 7 launched in 2009, it carried over the same sounds, keeping that smooth and sophisticated tone intact. This consistency helped to reinforce the continuity and familiarity between the two operating systems, even as other features evolved. As we move into the era of Windows 8, released in 2012, and Windows 10, which followed in 2015, something significant changed. The startup sound and the shutdown sound were completely removed. Microsoft opted for a quieter, more minimalist approach. Windows 11.
Windows 11.
Finally, we reach Windows 11. Released in 2021, Windows 11 brought a significant update to the sound design. The startup sound is now more modern and elegant, matching the refined aesthetics of the new operating system. Windows Next Valley.
Windows 12. Windows Next Valley.
And now, we have a sneak peek at the future with Windows Next Valley. Though not officially released yet, this upcoming version promises a fresh approach to sound design. So, which Windows startup sound is your favorite? If you enjoyed this
Make
video,
sure to subscribe
don't
and
forget to
I'm
like,
and what's this?